Welcome back to Arsenal. Welcome to episode 1 of season 2. If there are those of you out there that watched some of season 1 but not all of it and are coming back, welcome back to the save. Thank you for joining me. We are cracking on with the second and final season at Arsenal and hoping to win as much as possible. We have an unexpected opportunity actually to start the season today with a trophy. Because we finished second in the league, and because Liverpool did the double last year, we actually are involved in the Community Shield at the beginning of the month of August. That's as far as we'll go in today's episode, because I obviously need your transfer feedback moving forward. Please, if you could do me the favour of dropping this video a like, I'd very much appreciate it as we kick off a new season to try and help push the content to new people. If you are watching and you're new and you're not subscribed to the channel, then please do so. Hit that notification bell and you won't miss out on anything in this Arsenal save, or of course the continuing My Player as well. When it comes to the comment section, please do leave your comments, and if you see anyone that agrees with your comment, then do thumbs that up, and organically the more popular options will rise to the top of the comment section. So please do leave your own comment and thumbs up others as well, and we'll be able to adequately improve the squad as we would like to, and as you might like to see me do it. So, improving the squad is what we're looking to do. We'll cover that first before we look at board objectives, because you guys don't really care about board objectives. You like transfers. The starting 11 is strong as we start this season. Really strong. With the return of Saka to the starting lineup after injury, and with the 16-game unbeaten streak we're currently on in the Premier League, we are certainly title favourites for this second season. After finishing second in the league last year, we certainly feel like we can challenge to win that title. The only starting lineup change I'm looking to make is to bring in a marquee signing right there where Oli Zinchenko is currently. I'd like a world-class player to come in that role. I have a number of names on my shortlist already, so perhaps hold off for the time being before leaving your transfer-related comment. Although, I am looking for a backup centre-back. But I've also got someone on my shortlist that I'm pretty sure I'm just going to sign anyway. So, we'll get that done and dusted today. And then it's in flux with that centre-mid signing. So, I have some names on my shortlist. In fact, I have a lot of names on my shortlist. And I will show you who the hell they are. So, at centre-back, Aspi has been released by Chelsea. And effectively, I'm looking for a fourth choice centre-back. Gabriel and Saliba are going to continue on in the starting lineup. Ben White's going to continue to be my rotation. I just want someone that's early 80s to come in as a further backup. And 82 rated, Dave fits the bill. So I am going to sign a 33-year-old 82 rated Cesar Azpilicueta on a free. That's going to get done. I'm scouting Vallejo and Salisu purely because of Twitch chat's preference. So we'll wait and see what they look like perhaps before definitely signing SP, but I also don't want to run the risk of not being able to get SP, so I'm indifferent at the moment. When it comes to actually another free agent, Bobby Firmino, released by Liverpool at 31, still very much capable of doing a job as a squad role player, and better than Fabio Vieira, who is a player I didn't necessarily click with last season. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to bring Bobby Firmino in on a free as well. I'm 95% sure that's going to happen too. So expect, throughout the course of this episode, Firmino and Aspi to sign on a free. Now then, central midfield. Joshua Kimmich. Bayern didn't win the league last year. They finished second. Joshua Kimmich would be unbelievable, Jeff. Declan Rice has moved to Inter Milan in this save, so I'm going to say no to him. Konrad Laimer, only 84. Not the best option that we could have available in that position. And Leipzig won the Bundesliga last year, so I'm going to say no there. Locatelli, 84 as well. Not very fast. And this is where what we currently have as an option comes into play. Yuri Tielemans has been solid for me, but he's not very quick. And I'm going to need someone that has a little bit of pace about them. I don't mind if their sprint speed's low or lower, but I would like at least some decent acceleration. And I don't think Locatelli's going to offer me that. Sandro Tonali, AC Milan won Serie A for the second straight year. So I don't think I'm going to go for Tonali. Now this is the intriguing one. N'Golo Kante at Chelsea. He's 32. And I've just seen on social media, how much truth there is to this, I'm not sure, that apparently Chelsea absolutely do not want to extend N'Golo's contract. And he has supposedly been offered to Arsenal and Tottenham, as it is his preference to stay in London. Do I get N'Golo Kante as the box-to-box midfielder to go alongside Tielemans? Very much a possibility. Toni Kroos is available at 88 rated as a free agent, but it's that pace that's going to be the deciding factor. I don't think I can get away with having Yuri Tielemans and Toni Kroos as my midfield pivot players, regardless of how good Toni Kroos actually is. Frenkie de Jong is always a go-to in that sort of role, so he's on the list. Musiala, I don't think, is good enough for that box-to-box role, so I'm going to say no to him. Leon Goretzka is obviously always a go-to option because of his physicality, but I would prefer Kimmich if I'm to sign either of them, so I'll take him out. Pace, again, is the deciding factor for Ruben Neves. Just don't think he's going to be good enough, unfortunately, physically, for the sort of role I'm going to need him to play. Carlos Soler is very good, but also just moved to PSG in real life, has only been there a year. I'm going to say no, but I would be open to Marco Verratti. But his pace again. But I know Verratti is exceptional in game, so he might be the one exception to the rule I might make for pace. I'll leave him on the shortlist for now. Milinkovic-Savic, pace. Again, if I didn't have Yuri Tielemans, then I'd probably go for Milinkovic-Savic, but I want to keep Yuri Tielemans, so I'm going to say no there. Now, Marcos Llorente is also a very obvious signing. It's kind of Llorente, De Jong, Kante because of those supposed rumours, and Kimmich that are my options, really. Llorente's got the physical stats for days. Technically, he's good in the tackle and has got good passing and ball control and can finish, a real standout option. Thomas Lemar is kind of similar, really, but not quite at Llorente's level. If we were Europa League, I'd go for Lemar. But because we're Champions League and finished second in the Prem, I'd say I could justify going for Llorente. Atleti finished third in La Liga last year. Weston McKennie, I'm scouting, but don't think he's going to be good enough. Now, Lorenzo Pellegrini is a curveball. He's like the Italian Marcos Llorente. Not quite so quick, but can run forever and is exceptional technically. Good enough in the tackle, but short passing of 88, ball control of 87. He's really good, isn't he? Roma finished second in Serie A last year as well. So a genuinely viable option, I feel, considering Roma haven't really challenged that much in real life either. So I will leave it to you. But at the minute, Kimmich, Kante, probably not Frenkie, but maybe Frenkie. Probably not Verratti, but maybe Verratti. Marcos Llorente and Pellegrini are kind of the four. Kimmich, Kante, Llorente and Pellegrini are the four main front runners, but an aging N'Golo Kante at 89 rated, and with those real life rumours as well, might be one you might like me to go for. I'm now going to go and sign Bobby. I think I'm just going to get Aspi as well, and then I will see you, if not before, at the Brain Community Shield game. Quickly though, no, that's not what I wanted at all. Quickly though, board objectives. Youth development, man, not going to do that. Brand exposure, streak of 7 games with at least 1 goal scored in home matches. Shouldn't be a problem. 3 players born in South America. Well, Bobby would count for that. So that's 1. But outside of that, I don't really have any other South Americans, I don't think, on that shortlist, do I? They're all European. Financially, not a problem. We're still going to be able to do that. They do want the league title alongside the FA Cup and the final of the Champions League. And if you're going to get to the final, you might as well win it. So we're looking to do the treble this season, if not the quadruple, if not the quintuple, if we can win the Community Shield. It'll be a test, but it's a test I'm hoping we can rise to, a challenge we can attack head on. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. I'm going to go and play the Community Shield and try and win some silverware. I'll offer him 67 and see if he'll negotiate. He might go, that's offensive. No, Aspi signs for £67,000 a week. That's easily enough done. Cesar Azpilicueta is in. as a squad player, really, but giving him the important squad role because he wouldn't accept anything less. Unfortunately for him, it is only going to be a rotation role. Welcome to the club, Cesar. Right then, that's one free signing down. Now let's go and sign Bobby Firmino as well, shall we, before he signs for someone else. Again, if he'll accept rotation, that'd be great. See, 83 rated Bobby Firmino is happy to accept rotation, but 82 rated Cesar Azpilicueta at 2 years older was like, I want to be an important player. Well, I think Bobby's quite happy with Bobby as is. £86,000 a week asked for. So if I can get it for 76 with those bonuses that he wants, that'd be great. Okay, never mind. 86 it will have to be, but I'm not put off by that whatsoever. Bobby Firmino is now in, and let's have another fancy cutscene, shall we please? This is going to be exactly the same. I think it is. He's going to be, in fact, wearing the exact same suit as Azpilicueta. Whether it's club merchandise or not, I'm not sure. Cheers, Bobby. Welcome into the club, my son. That's 2 free signings. We've got an A for Azpilicueta, and one would presume we'll get an A for Bobby as well. Thank you. Cabral loan bid. I'll renegotiate that as just a 1-year loan. That would be great. Now, this is an intriguing one. Sambi Laconga has had his release clause triggered by Mallorca, £23.1 million. So I am kind of happy to let him go, really. I'm all right with letting him go. We do have Xhaka, Zinchenko and Tielemans, and insert new centre mid here. So I'm all right with Sambi Laconga going. I might, and so as well. So I might look to replace him in the squad, depending on what you guys think. But at the minute, Sambi Laconga barely played for me last year prior to the signing of Djibril Sow, and then didn't play for me after the signing of Djibril Sow. So I think it just makes sense to let him go, really, at this stage. Obviously, we're only going to be here at Arsenal for 1 more year, and I don't think he'd play that offer for me, or play that regularly for me at all, and we're letting a couple of youngsters go. See you, lads! Sambi Laconga sold, £23.1 million. I could have made minus £23 million more profit. They are aware, the dev team, of the issues with the negotiation rating, transfer analysis, and are working to hone it a little bit. Balogun has gone as well, or Balogun got a D for that. Meh. I'll be honest, I really don't care what the game rates my transfer dealings as. I'm just going to make whatever deals I want. Pablo Mari, happy to accept that. Maitland-Niles, 9.7 from Bilbao, happy to accept that. Marcus Thuram, no, I want to keep him, please. And Roma are interested in Yuri Tielemans, but as I said, I would like to keep Yuri Tielemans. He was one that we purposefully and intentionally signed last year, so we will keep him. Weston McKennie's 82. Does look okay, but again, we have much better options. We are looking for a marquee signing, aren't we? The player out the door. Ainsley Maitland-Niles to Athletic Club. £9.7 million. Oh no, another F. My balance, by the way, for those that might be wondering, it's so big I didn't really feel the need to show you it because we could afford anyone that was on our shortlist. We started at 161 and my current budget is 187. So I can afford anybody, really, that you might suggest to me for that centre mid role, especially with more dealings on the way. So don't worry about it whatsoever. Jesus Viejo, 77. No, I'm glad I didn't do that. Demiral, 79. I'm glad we didn't do that. Willie Orban, 82. Would have been all right, but Leipzig won the league last year, so would probably want to stay at Leipzig. So happy with that. Right, moving even further forward in the transfer window. There's been more happening between when I initially left you intending to go straight to the Community Shield than actually I thought there was going to be. To potentially then win our first piece of silverware as Arsenal manager. Alisson in goal for Liverpool, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Parejo, and new signing, Marco Verratti. So that takes him out of the equation for you guys in the central midfield role, doesn't it? Mo Salah on the right, Luis Diaz on the left, and Darwin Nunez at 84 rated through the middle. We are, as you'd expect me to be. Martinelli's up to 84, Jesus is up to 86. Don't know as well. Saliba's up to 84 as well. The only alterations to ratings thus far. Zinchenko's still 82 and still a man I want to replace. There is some interest in Lanzini. Not Lanzini. Lorenzo Pellegrini. There is some interest in Pellegrini from Leverkusen, I think it was, to take him there from Roma. So he might not be an option by the time we get back to the menus. He may still be an option and might not yet have signed anything with Leverkusen. Oh, he's offside, or a foul for handball. I did wonder why that went through Zinchenko's chest there. So we did play Liverpool on the final day of the league season last year and beat them by 3-0. Although they had, of course, as we said at the time, already won the league and perhaps weren't entirely at it on that particular occasion. So this might be a little bit more difficult now that they're on the ball and with something genuinely to play for. Alternatively, they might still be underperforming. Martinelli just can drop the shoulder on Trent and find some space, which I can't do. Zinchenko finds Ødegaard, but Virgil does enough. Lol. I think that's all I can say about that. Tielemans to Saka. Xabi Jesus is what I was going to call him there. Gabi Jesus is his actual name. Corner then. Martinelli to deliver. Not bad. Up we go, please. Tomiyasu! Brilliant save by Alisson. And it was indeed a super header, Derek Ray. We'll try and do exactly the same thing again, shall we? Tomiyasu's up again, but not on target this time. Trent with options, one of which is Danny Parejo and Mo Salah. Nice tackle, outmuscled him well. Danny Parejo with a little flick inside and Mo Salah driving forward on his left foot. I mistimed my tackle there with Gabriel rather horribly, but thankfully we've blocked the cross. Ødegaard twists and turns really nicely and gets away. And Martinelli has the space to get into here. Trent's trying to keep up with me, but he just can't. Joel Matip's not going to be able to keep up either. Keeper's going to come or look to lift it over him, which we've done well. Oh, Martinelli hits the bar, and then Gabi Jesus, I believe, was offside. Very close indeed. Was that Gundogan to Newcastle that just said? That's an intriguing one. Robertson into Luis Diaz. Tomiyasu will have that back, thank you. We'll squeeze that through there. Tielemans holds off the attentions of the defender. He's come to close me down there, Virgil, and as such has left some space. And Gabi's in behind here. Jesus. 1-0 Arsenal. Some poor positioning from Virgil van Dijk. And Gabi picks up where he left off last season, scoring the goals. Martinelli. Jesus into the gap left by Trent Alexander-Arnold as he got forward. Never mind. Matip intercepts my attempted through ball. And they've got it back again. Now Mo Salah's trying to get in behind my defence. Salah to Verratti. Verratti to Luis Diaz. Great footwork. Luis Diaz from distance. Ramsdale with a save. First time Liverpool have properly threatened. Corner for them. Salah will probably take short here to Luis Diaz, and indeed does. And blocked by Ødegaard. Salah then ruins Ødegaard's entire career. And Luis Diaz will earn another corner for Liverpool. Want to keep the lead till half-time to then keep the lead till full-time. Cross delivered in. Saka's up. Ødegaard is the one that gets there. Saka actually missed it for some reason. Fabinho driving away from goal might draw the final or the half-time whistle. Please, ref. Please, ref. Please, ref. Oh, God, I'm going to concede, aren't I? I can just feel it coming. Verratti. Fabinho. No, well held. Liverpool not great going forward so far in this game, but because they are who they are and they've got who they have on the pitch, I do feel like a second goal would be relatively necessary to guarantee anything today. We did score 3 at Anfield on the final day last season, of course. Saliba down to Bukayo, but that's over the bar and not very well controlled. Saka. Liverpool. Oh, yeah. We have Liverpool on the opening day as well, as if to make it even more awkward. So our last 3 games played will be Liverpool in the league, Liverpool in the Community Shield, and then Liverpool in the league. Jesus looking for a second. The keeper can only parry that, and they're being very trusting in each other's abilities there, under pressure, in possession, to not give that ball away. See if we can get that second goal. Looking for Jesus. Virgil's read that and intercepted it well. Couldn't quite get to Verratti before he got away from me, but they'll get the advantage and take the free kick. Half an hour to go. Might make a change. Martinelli can go again. We'll use the left back first. Gabby will make the run. We'll play him in behind Trent. Now, was he onside? I'm not sure if he was, actually. We'll look to float this, looking for Erdegaard. Can't quite get to that. Tielemans will reach that first, and Saka's shot is well blocked. They can't clear their lines here, Liverpool. But I can't have a meaningful shot on goal to try and extend my lead at the moment either. Luis Diaz. Okay. Zinchenko lies down next to him. Yuri Tielemans intercepts that nicely. Got some changes on the way, including Bobby Firmino coming on against his former team. Zinchenko will look over the top for Gabby Martinelli, who again will isolate Trent as a weak point in their defensive line. And Saka rises superbly to give us a 2-0 lead. And yes, the Arsenal will be getting their first piece of silverware in this save. It's the Community Shield. So start. But more to come, we hope. Dominating Fabinho in the air. That was very good. Here's Yuri. Round to Bobby. Firmino off the bench here. Maybe to have an immediate impact. Really hoping that Firmino's good dribbling will be what sets him apart from the man he's replacing effectively in the squad, Fabio Vieira. And so far, yep, that looks to be the case. Tielemans! It was 3-0 in the league. It's 3-0 in the Community Shield. Up the Reds. These Reds. Not those Reds. Salah played in down the right. Consolation goal for Liverpool, maybe? Will have to come in the next few seconds. Which it won't. So, even though we didn't win anything to be here, which is normally what happens, we do get our first silverware by winning the Community Shield. Jurgen Klopp very graciously shaking my hand and giving me a little congratulatory message there. So we came second in the league, which is why we're involved here. Liverpool won the Premier League and the FA Cup, meaning that the place for the opponent for the Community Shield goes to second in the league, not the runner-up in said FA Cup, which is us. Well, considering it's our first piece of silverware, we'll enjoy that. You got to start somewhere. And that might be the first trophy of a, fingers crossed, very successful season here at Arsenal. Again, asserting our dominance over Liverpool and convincingly getting the victory. Really pleased with that. Now, I'll quickly show you what the scenario is with the rest of our shortlist, because a couple of players have gone, of course. So, Verratti has gone to Liverpool. I have to remove him. I don't want the two centre-backs. Llorente is still here. Pellegrini does have a bid in for him from Leverkusen. So, if you want me to sign Pellegrini, we're going to have to do it sharpish, because otherwise he'll agree terms somewhere else. But certainly we would be a more attractive proposition for Pellegrini than Leverkusen. Absolutely so. So it's one of those, really. We'll take Weston McKennie out. It's one of those five. Which one of those five? You tell me. I would be happy with any of them, really, to be completely honest. That's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Join me tomorrow for episode 2, where we will find out what you voted for. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.